Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. So we are playing some Deadside today, and we're going to be playing on our PvE server. So what I wanted to do before we get started is just wanted to show you around the base, show you what I did off camera, and then we'll go and hit up some missions or a cargo drop or heli crash, something. We got to do something a little bit more exciting than what we've been doing. I've just been trying to get the base to where I want it, and it's where it is right now is where I like it. So without constantly base building every episode, I just wanted to show you what I did off camera. So I did a little moving around. I moved this planer over here, and I pretty much switched both of these items. That's why they're kind of losing health, I guess you could say. I added the chairs and table right here because I believe it's still in the game that you can get a laptop and surveillance cameras, and in order for have the surveillance cameras work, you need the laptop, and you always have to put it on a table. So I built the table for that purpose. I have another rack here, storage rack, and I put all of the containers which will have gun parts, the weapons themselves, and the ammo and anything else that we get, grenades and gadgets and stuff like that. It's all going to be on this shelf, and then all this stuff is our resources, things of that nature. The workbench is still sitting right there. I didn't move that. I also upgraded the whole base to level 2, so our next level will require planks and nails, and off camera I did make plenty of planks. We'll be able to do all that. We have plenty of nails in storage. I did a lot of looting off camera to trying to get the resources and stuff, so we're not really focused on that on any upcoming episodes. What I ended up doing too was I added a door here. Before I go upstairs, I wanted to add a door here, and this leads out to our garage. Now, what I did was, just before I started this recording, I went over to the town that's closest to us, or one of the towns that's closest to us, and I found this motorcycle. So when we go ahead and want to go and travel to do some missions in this episode, we don't have to run. So I did that ahead of time, so you guys don't have to watch me do that part. And then I have 2 sets of stairs to go to the second floor, this one here and this one in the garage. So you just walk up here and you have an outdoor area, and then you walk through this door, and this will be our main living quarters. Now, in this game, there are plenty of decorations. You just got to find them. I do want to make the bed. That is one thing I want to do. We do have enough wolf pelts and other resources that we needed for that to make this bed. What was the other thing I wanted to do? I wanted to make the workbench, or the mechanics workbench, for the garage. So we're going to do a couple things before we leave here. I just remembered that. I kind of wanted to go over those things real quick with you guys before we head out. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and build this mechanics workbench. And what we need are 10 scrap metal, 10 spare parts, and 1 car battery. So let's go ahead and find these resources here. So let's split that. We'll take the 1 car battery. We need 10 spare parts and 10 of these. Actually, we'll just take the whole thing. Don't have any room in there. And now we can go ahead and craft the mechanics workbench. Now, if you're new to this game, or maybe you haven't gotten to this point yet where you needed to make this, you're going to need these resources: the oil, machine oil, and the spark plugs, in order to keep your vehicle in your base at all times. The problem with this is it requires too many of both of these items in order to store a vehicle, and I'll show you here in a second what I'm talking about. I just don't think it's realistic enough. If you're going to go ahead and do all this kind of stuff, you might as well make it worthwhile, and they just don't do that in this game. So the problem is I went out looting, and it took me some time to find just the amount that I have here. So if you're looking for a bunch of these, I don't know where exactly you're going to find a whole lot of them. Now, it could be in a POI, it could be in a cargo drop, or it could be at a mission, something like that will gain you more of these items. I'm not 100% sure, but I had to go around different areas, different towns, little places that are on the map, and kind of loot for all this stuff. So let me show you what it'll get us here. So 2 days and 19 hours, 17 oil, 6 spark plugs. Not terrible, but not good, in my opinion. So I'm not going to keep these in here. Not right now, anyway. Because I want to get more of those items so we can store a vehicle here longer. But 2 days, almost 3 days isn't bad. Okay, so we got the workbench. Now what we need to do is craft a bed. Where are you? It's in base elements here. So we need 10 planks, 10 nails, 4 burlap, and 4 wolf pelt. So I keep going to that one for some reason. I don't know why. That's not in there. No. It's gasoline. Okay. Here we go. So for these, take those. We need 4 burlap, which I believe is in this one. Okay. Cancel that. We'll just take this. I forget what else we needed. 10 planks and 10 nails. Okay, so we need 10 nails. And 10 planks, which I don't have any in there. I have 10 planks in here. Now, the reason why I want to make this is because when you spawn in with this bed at your base, you spawn in at 100% health. Spawning in using one of these, you spawn in, as long as it's within your base radius, you'll spawn in with 75% health. And if you use sleeping bags outside of your base, so if you're at a POI, let's say you're at, well, not even a POI, let's just say you're at this mission, and you want to put a sleeping bag on the outside here somewhere. That way, if you do die during the mission, you can just respawn in this area. You will respawn at 50% health. So you have to be aware of that kind of stuff when you're playing this game. I forgot my hammer to get rid of that. Yeah, let's take the hammer here. Whoops. That's not what I want. Let's disassemble this. Okay, now what we're going to do is put the hammer away. And we're going to craft this bed. Back to our inventory. Whoops, wrong thing there. Now we got the bed. Now we can sleep here on a bed. There you go. So apparently you can have more than, I guess they're just like the sleeping bags. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't know that. You can give? Oh, really? What does that mean? Steam friends on server. Okay, it's cool. I like that. Okay, so let's rename this real quick to base. All right. Another thing I did was I added this generator up here because the light in this corner wouldn't turn on with the generator downstairs. So I added that up here as well. Like I said, over time we'll add decorations and so forth, things that we find out in the map. So it'll be pretty cool. Okay, we'll take the sleeping bag with us. I think I have pretty much everything. Is that all I wanted to do? Pretty sure it's all I wanted to do. Items. Yeah, we don't need that. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Also, while I was out looting, this is taking longer than I anticipated, but while I was out looting, I did find 2 new weapons. This one, and I don't know how to pronounce that. And where's the other one? And the AR-4M. Now, I believe it's this one that I can actually put a skin on that I bought. So a couple episodes ago, I did mention to you guys that I bought some DLC skins. I bought 3 of them. And I believe this is one of them you can paint, and you can. So these are the 3 that I bought. So you have this camo here, which I like a lot. That's pretty cool. We have this one, which I like even more. I think that's pretty neat. You got the different cards. And then you have this one here, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, I'm not using this gun right now. I just wanted to show you the DLCs that I bought. Of course, there's more up here, as you can see here. You can go ahead and take a look at these. With the $ up top here, that tells you that you need to buy them. You don't have them. I these are all different ones they have, we can just go through these real quick since this is one of the weapons and the only weapon I have that the skins can go with at this point. I don't like that one. It's like Minecraft. That's what that looks like. These camo ones are pretty neat. I do like the camo ones. That one's pretty cool too. It's like digital. I think they call it digital. Anyway, I like these three, so that's why I bought them. I like that one a lot too. It's pretty cool. So I'm not going to bother. Well, let's paint it. Let's paint this one. And then we'll go ahead and put that in our hands. And then we'll inspect it. It's pretty sweet. That is cool. I like that. All right. Let's go ahead and put this one back in the gun container. All right. And then all my weapons do have flashlights on them. We will use them if necessary. And I think... yeah, I need to make a flag. In order to do that, I need 4 burlap. Okay, I can't do anything with the burlap. I just used it for the bed. We'll have to find more burlap when we're out. Okay, so we're done. Sorry it took a little bit longer than expected. But there you go. Now you know in case you didn't. So let's get this out of here. Another thing I want to point out to you guys is if you push your vehicle, it does damage it. So I'll push it real quick. See, it damaged it a little bit. If you need to push it, go ahead, but you're just realize it is going to cause a little bit of damage. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to hit whatever we can here. Ooh. What do we have? A convoy there. I have to go here to get across. We already did this one before, I believe. Yeah, that was last episode. Or was supposed to be last episode, wasn't it? Let's just do some missions. Doesn't matter what level. I want to do 1, 2, see if we can get like heli crash or something around us. Maybe we can do this convoy. Let's just go over there and hit this one first. Whoop. That doesn't help either. Oh man, blow off, blow off. Oh no. Damn, I really screwed this up. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not hitting. Oh man, that's really off. That's not what I wanted. shit. Oh. Okay, guys, I got my stuff back. Let's try this again. My approach was not very good at all. I mean, they're shooting me with shotguns. Whoops. Just freaking moved. All right, let's keep moving here. Research this stuff when we're done. Jeez, how is that in my way? Oh. Walked right into that. All right, let's search all these guys. See what we can get at them. Did not. My approach was awful. Just awful with that. Nice. Take all that. Ooh, an assault backpack. Take that as well. We'll just take the gun. We're going to take some of these Mosins too. Let's unload these first. Okay. We have more nails. Take the nails. Polyethylene. We don't need sheet metal. We can make our own. What's he got on him? Shotgun. I'm going to take these weapons. Might as well take them. Cell phone. I'm not going to check over there. I just really came for the crate. Ooh, I'll take this stuff. Keep that stuff for rags. Put those down here. Need some water is what I need. Mosin. Hey, nice. I forgot these painkillers really kill your water, kill your thirst. Alright, we don't really need that. Take one more Mosin there. Okay, what else do we have in here? Knife. More nails. Spare parts. Fishing line is going to be needed for... I cannot think of the name of this. Not really that difficult. Flag. God's sakes. Can't even think of flag. You can pick these up. I disassemble them for the parts. Whoops, forgot about the radio parts. That's pretty much it, isn't it? He's got a Mosin, which I can't do anything with. Just leave it. All right, let's get out of here. Where are we going here? That's the... Oh, that's a little... Can't... Well, I don't know. I guess we could do that. We can go up here. Leave the bike right there. Make sure all our weapons are loaded. Is this still a mission? Yes, it is. Could probably head over that building there. Should be a good amount of guys here. Sounds like there's another player around. All right, let's see if we can kind of swing around without being noticed. Oh, guess not. Let's get in here. See if I can concentrate all of them into this one room. Come on in. I hear him out there. They all came in right there. All right. I think he went back inside. Let's just loot what we can here. That was pretty easy getting them all in one little room. Expected him to be right there. Hit me pretty hard. Oh, I'm not playing this very well. I don't want to use my painkillers because it'll kill my thirst. I don't have any water or anything on me. Just keep using these rags. All right, let's get back to this real quick, then we'll go around and see who else we can find. Oh, we don't need that. Nope. Oh, there's the steps. That's what I was looking for. Nobody down there. He's in this room. Okay, he was completely facing the wrong way. Okay, we're going to take this weapon, because we're going to have to repair that. Take more of the ammo. We don't need... Well, we will keep those. What does he have on him? This has a flashlight. Okay, so what we'll do is unload this. Take this one as well. We'll loot everything when we're done. Might take a few minutes, but we'll do it then. Okay. Sleep bag. Okay, so it looks like that's it for right here. Let's head over here, and then we're going to backtrack to this warehouse right here. There's got to be more guys in there. Oh, didn't even see him. Take that. We'll take the vodka as well. Okay, let's backtrack. So we found a motorcycle here, which is nice. Yeah, they definitely have to be in here. He's upstairs. Okay, he's in this one room. Done. Done. That was awesome. That's a lot of fun. Especially when you don't die. Alright, we have to go get this crate. So let's go do that. All right. Ooh, PP3000. Nice. New helmet. I like that. Got some 9x19. More dog tags. That's for the Wandering Trader. I believe that's what it's called. Or Traveling Trader, something like that. Actually, we're going to put this helmet on because it's better than the one I have. 50 protection to 25. Nice. We got plenty of ammo for this Mosin. That's awesome. That's all that was in there, right? All right. Level 2 complete. Let's go ahead and do some looting. See what we can find here. Nothing there. It was already in here. We can trade those in. Anything around here of use? Really need some water. All right, let's go back over this building. Well, let's check here real quick. Is there anything in here? A drill? Take the drill. Really have to get my bike. Not that I have any storage in there. Do you have any nails on me? I do. Take that. Let's go back upstairs. We don't need that. We'll take the wire. Whoops. More nails. More wire. What's that? Battery? We don't need that. We'll take his... Well, we'll take his weapon. We'll just tear up all his clothes here. Okay. Doing good, doing good. And an axe. I have a couple of those back at base. I don't really need another axe. Ooh, oil. Nice. Anything else? No? Let's go over here quick. It's a pretty big POI. Seriously? Damn wolves. I really didn't check this building, did I? Let's go upstairs quick. Another axe. Some more nails. Can we get up here? Oh, we can. Oh, nice. Yeah, there are certain buildings like this that have sandbags on top. And they probably have something you can loot. Like a crate or something. So pay attention to these buildings. You can go up to the rooftop. All right, let's get some more nails here. I don't know if we'll need this many. I don't think we need rope anymore. We'll head back in this building, and then we'll head the hell out of here. And that is mission 2 completed. Scrap metal will take. They respawn. Oh, traveling down there. I would say they shouldn't have respawned yet. Nice headshot. Two headshots. Was a heli? Oh no, it's a cargo drop. Oh, I can't fit anymore. Ooh, I have too much. Let's split this into 5. Alright, so we have 300 rounds on us. We don't need any more than that. Yeah, we're pretty much full, guys. Can't really do much else. Yeah, really can't do anything else. We have to go get the bike. Even if I went to that cargo drop, I wouldn't be able to do much. There's our bike. We need to get... Let's see if you have any food in here. I don't think I do. No, we just gotta get home. No. I have nothing on me. So we have to get back to base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump cut this. And then when I'm back at base, I will be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we're approaching our base here. I have to really get something to drink here. I'm dying of thirst. I have food inside, so I'm not too worried about that. That's another reason why I have 3 of these. So I have plenty of water to drink. Okay. Hold on, man. Let me open up my garage here. There is a deer outside. Where is it? There it is. Let's kill the deer. Nice headshot. We have to get rid of some of our inventory before we go collect that deer meat. One thing at a time. Somebody built a base right there. Whoop. Okay, what do we have on us? We have weapons, so let's put the weapons in here so we can break them down then. We have an opportunity to. We got a new weapon, PP3000. That is awesome. Does take the 9x19, which we have some here, and I believe we don't have a lot. I thought we had more than that. But we have some, nonetheless. That's good. I need to make another one of these chests. So what we're going to do is just put this stuff in here for now. The dog tags, I believe, go over here. No. Here they are. So we have 10 dog tags. That was one thing I wanted to do this episode. I didn't get around to it. Was going to the trader. And we were right by a trader where we were. So we'll have to do that next time. Got plenty of wires, so we can put up some more lights when we get some light bulbs. We have that there. That's good. What else do we have? That's fuel. Here we go. We need some food. Eat this stuff up. We're going to switch out our canteen with a brand new one. We don't have any more food. Got some cigarettes there. Put this one machine. See, I found one machine oil in 2 different places. 2 different missions. So it's not really readily available, but it is what it is. We have way too much of that ammo. So let's go back over here. We don't need that. We'll keep that here. Put that in there. We should have taken some grenades with us, and I didn't do that. That was my mistake. And any more rags anywhere? No. So we'll just put them in here. Sorry about that. All right, let's go out and get this deer, and then we're going to call this an episode, guys. I believe it was right over here. Oh, there it is. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If you want to stay up to date with any future videos of mine, hit that notification button. So let's recap what we did. We ended up going up here to this level 1 mission, which we were going to do last episode, but then it ended up disappearing. So we went down to this one. So we went up here. I approached it in the wrong way. I ended up dying. So ran back. Got all my stuff, put a sleeping bag down here just in case I died again. Ended up not dying. We were able to clear that place. We got a few items from there, which was nice. Then we moved on to an area, to this area right here, which we were right by the traders, like I said. But we moved up here to this level 2 mission. We were able to clear that entire place, and we ended up doing it in a good way because we went into that one brick construction building. Ended up having a bunch of them funnel in that one entrance. And it was, they had no chance. They had no chance. They were sitting ducks. That was a pretty good setup for me. Even though I got hit a few times there, that's because the guys came to the window and shot at me, but I was able to kill them pretty quick. Then we were able to get the rest of the AI that were around there. We looted the entire place, got the crate looted, And then we had to come back here because my guy was dying of thirst and hunger, and that's where we're at right now. So that was a pretty good episode, guys. I enjoyed myself. I just want to say too, thank you to all of you who have subscribed to me so far and in the past. You know, I just hit 1,000 subscribers, so I really do appreciate all of you. I don't know what else to say, but thank you so much. It was a milestone I didn't really think I'd hit this early in 2025, but it ended up happening. So I really appreciate it, guys, and I hope you do continue to enjoy the videos that I do post, whether it's Scum or Deadside. I will be bringing the finals to my channel pretty soon. I'm in the process of still finishing some editing techniques with FPS games because I'm not very good at that in terms of editing. So I'm still working on that, but it will be soon, as I do play that game a lot off camera, and I would like to start focusing on some FPS titles as well as survival. So again, thank you so much for all the subscribers. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this stuff, so I do appreciate it. And yeah, that's all for today, guys. And as always, take care of yourselves. I'm Citizen Z, and I'll see you in the next one.